You're about to watch a tennis match being traded on Betfair. It's from May 2023, second round match in Strasbourg. I'm going to be trading it on the Betfair match odds market because it's got the most liquidity. I'm going to be using trading software from the Geek's Toy. All my comments have been left in. I've taken out the gaps. All the trades are highlighted, so you're not going to miss anything. If you do enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. Okay, this one, Tomova, went 2-0 up. I just opened the market. So later 157. In the first game she held to 30. Next game Davis broken to 15. And then the stats haven't updated. It's good. Excellent. Excellent. There you go. You can see the break there in the last game. And Davis currently in a better service game. 4-2 up. So that's gone pretty nicely so far. So the options there, take 55 quid, hedge it, and either wait for another opportunity or move to another match. Yeah, currently isn't another new match. There's Manarino on the ATP. Ivashka should win that. God knows what Manarino's doing in the second round of a clay tournament. So I would expect Bayers to win that one. Not sure who's serving. Cash in 2-1 up. Anyway, back to this one. See if I can get a little bit more. If Tomova has another bad service game, it would be nice. Probably being too greedy. Should have taken some out. See if she gets this point. Probably going to take some liability out. Tomova's stats aren't bad actually. Better than her average serve performance. Let's just take some out. I'm going to get lucky. 193. Changes the break-even price from 157 to 131, more or less to 130. There's 10p reliability if I get out at 130. Now for this one, I saw it going to 3 sets, giving a slight edge to Tomova to win it in 3. Davis, let me just have a look. Yeah, Davis was 1.05 favourite in the last round. Struggled in the first set, I think it was 7-5. She won the second set easy enough. Tomova beat Cornet in the last round. Made it through the qualifying rounds in Rome. Won an ITF title in April. 12-month stats on all tours, better for Davis on serve, favours Tomova on return. But 3-month stats favours Tomova, so I'm giving her a slight edge. Start prices, Davis started at 193. So I think you're up to date. I was a little bit late starting the recording, just finishing the trading tips email. So because I've taken some liability out and improved the break-even price, if Tomova breaks again, I'd expect it to be around about the 150 to 157 mark, which means I'm not going to drop into the red. So it takes a bit of pressure off. You can stay with a position a bit longer, because so often a player can go love 30 down, even love 40 down and still recover. But that can force you out of a trade if you're drifting into red territory. Just take some of the stress out, which when you're doing this full time, you want as little stress as possible. The reason I haven't got the sound on for the match stream is I recently uploaded a video and I got some copyright claims, not copyright strikes, but just copyright claims for the music that they were playing at the change of ends. So I had to go through and edit all those out. Pain in the bum. So Davis had a poor first service game, held to love in the last one. Seems to have found a serve. Although when I say that, that usually jinxes it and they get broken, so I'll just shut up for a bit till she gets a hold. Davis makes me smile when she, before she serves, passes the ball between her legs. I think she's copied that from John Isner. He couldn't get 2 different players. So one male, one female. One about 6'8" and one 5' nothing. Okay, Davis broken in her first service game. Since then, hold to love, hold to 15. So I'll try and stick with this a bit longer. Just 39 liability. If Davis was to go a break behind, would still be in green. And always a chance that she'll get broken again. Tomova, sorry. Okay, so they both had one poor service game. Other than that, serving pretty well. First serve percentage are good, slightly better for Davis, 79% against 70 for Tomova. First serve, points 1 better for Davis, second serves better for Tomova. So beginning to wish I took the 50 odd and just waited for another opportunity. Not sure what flash scores are doing at the minute, they're not updating. It's like the olden days, you had to refresh manually. Come on, let's have a bit of pressure. Give us 30 or thank you. Didn't know you just had to ask. How about a break point? Let's have 30-40. Ask and you shall receive. I'd like a break, please. Okay, don't always get what you ask for. Opportunity now to take the 54. So I've missed an opportunity. Oh, I was going to say I missed an opportunity to exit at break point. Here's another one. Could take the rest. Could just edge it. Take the rest of the liability out. No immediate risk to the bank, so we'll give it a chance to take it. And for the second time, wishing I did, take the breakpoint hedge. And again, chance to hedge at 54. Just wasted 2 break chances. Let's get out there. We're going to have a little bit more green on Davis. Not that much between them. Sod's Law means that she's probably going to break now. And I wish that I hadn't taken any liability out. This time, the Bayes cash-in match is still on serve. Is Tomova going to dig herself out of this one? Quite possibly. She's going to hedge there for now. Not sure which way this one's going. Favoured Tomova beforehand. Not a massive amount between them, stats-wise. Possibly a slight edge on the in-play stats for Davis. Although Tomova better on second serve points. Okay, while I'm half watching that, I'm just going to add a couple of suggested trades to the Tennis Profits homepage. Probably going to leave this position to run unless there's an obvious opportunity before the end of the set and decide if I'm going to get into set 2. Back in a moment. Okay, Tomova does hold. Davis missed 3 break chances in that game. Often the case that if a player misses multiple break chances in their next service game, they can struggle as they try and deal with the disappointment. Trying to multitask over here. Doing too well. Number 15. Davis serving. Okay, Tennis Profits homepage updated. Back for a bit. Back to the match. Okay, so Davis went low 15 down. Having missed 3 break chances in the previous game. Recovered nicely, 40-15. Good hold under the circumstances. So other than second serve, points 1, which actually can be a good indication of who's going to take the set. Tomova leads that stat. Davis ahead on the others, a better first serve percentage. She's only lost 3 points on first serve. So even though I favoured Tomova before the match started, it was pretty close on the stats. Expected it to go to 3. Based on what's happened so far, more likely Davis is going to take this set. Bayes lost the first set. It's not in the plan. I just have a nagging feeling that on the predictions that I put on the blog, I think I put Davis in 3. Let's have a look. Where are we? Strasbourg. Oh no. Tomova in 3. It's alright. It's rare that I put a different predicted winner on the blog compared to the trading tips email. Happens occasionally. Usually catch it if I've done that. And having checked it just now, I do remember checking it earlier on today. So I am on the ball. Change. So I've got a break point there. Price wise, more or less where I took the liability out. Previous Tomova game. Okay, it's under this pop-up that's not updating. Let's try and reopen it, see if it updates better. Don't know why it would. The internet can be strange sometimes. And yet another breakpoint. And for whatever reason, this pop-up's not updating. That's pretty crap. Well done, flash scores. Quality. It's a break. So she's going to serve. How was her last few service games? So after she was broken, to go 2-0 down, hold to love, hold to 15, and hold to 15. So is she going to struggle serving for this? I'm going to lay after the set anyway. The profit I had is going to keep the liability down. So break-even price is 1.1. So in effect, the net position is that I laid at 1.1. Expected 3 sets. I've given Tomova a slight edge. That was in the pre-match analysis. So really, that's my position for set 2. And if Davis gets broken, serving for the set, that's a bonus. An early bonus. Looks like Manarino's getting twatted. Normal service has been resumed. God knows what Krajinovic was doing yesterday. Must have been an injury involved or something. Fix. Maybe it was fixed. Flash scores. Your site's dog shit. It's not usually, but today it is. Right, Davis serving for the set. Played at 142. Would be nice if she gets broken. She has served quite well after her first service game. Always a chance they're going to feel the pressure when serving for the set. What you could do with is a little pop-up box that shows you the stats for when they're serving for the match. Serving for a set. How have they done in the past? Good if someone came up with something like that. Watch this space. She's serving easily here. Put the lays in place for set 2. No need to do anything. Tomova's been a little disappointing on return, especially when she has the better return stats over the last year. So I could just take the reduced profit if I don't think Tomova's going to come back. Still think there's a fair chance of 3 sets. Tomova really needs Davis's serve stats to drop off a bit. Only 3 from 6 on second serve, but she's lost just 4 points on her first serve. 40 love to 40-30. Am I going to get lucky? Do you feel lucky, I was going to say? Distracted? Come on, give us a juice. Juice, please. Just teasing us. Okay, Tomova. So she was broken in a second service game. She did have a game point. In fact, she had 2 game points. So not terrible. Then held to 15. Saved 3 break points in that one. Broken in the next one. So hopefully she can find a way to get a hold. Ideally, Davis is going to take a little breather. Try and take the close set. It's been a little disappointed with Tomova's return game. So happy to only have a small liability. Okay, here we go. Tomova serving. Let's have a hold. Davis is going to be happy with the way she served after that opening service game. Oh, looks like she's going to cock it up. 15-30. Come on, find a way. Find the goddamn way. Certainly not filling me with confidence at the moment. Sometimes it's best idea not to overtrade. I've just taken the profit from the first one. First set. Moved on. The smaller profits add up. Game point Tomova. Do it. Do it. Okay. Not convincing. Although I didn't take into juice. Gets the hold. So yeah, another chance to take £50. Okay, we need a bad service game from Davis. She only had one of those. The first set, which was the first one of the set. Nice if we can start both sets with Tomova going 2-0 up. Probably asking a lot. Second serve. Oh, that's handy. I'd like a break, please. I'll have one of your finest breaks, young man, please. Suppose that should have been young lady. Don't want to assume that they're female these days. Could be absolutely any gender. Come on, give me love 40. Give us love 40. Oh, that would have been nice, not to be. Chance to exit for 60. I got small liability, so I'll sit a bit longer. Breakpoint would be nice. 1540, please. Again, Tomova's return game disappoints. Love 30 back to 30 or tempted just to take the 50 and move on to a new match. I'm sure I was going to say, I'm sure if I had done that, it would be in a breakpoint. Well, small chance in that game. 4 points in a row to rescue yourself. And always a concern when you've laid in set 2, when your player doesn't get a break, because then obviously the pressure's back on her to hold serve again. Got to 30 in the previous one. Wasn't particularly convincing. I think she was 15-30 behind. Hold to love would have been nice. Put a bit of pressure on Davis. No, just a hold would be nice. Second serve gets the hold to 15. Looks like Baez is having one of his crap matches. Just got one eye on the French Open. Can be quite consistent, that guy. Oh no, Manarino's back on serve. What is going on? He's going to win the tournament. So, are we going to break this time? Should love 30 in the last one. Hopefully Davis doesn't now start serving as she did in most of set 1. First point again. And then love 30 again. Has to take advantage now. First serve percentage is dropped for Davis. She's only winning half a service points. Tomova's got to take advantage. This is the time. This is your time. Don't be in muppet all your life. Give us a break point. I think if she fails to take advantage of love 30 for a second consecutive game, I'm tempted just to hedge after this one. Just move on to another one. She's got to take chances. She's not had many. There we go. Good. There is a temptation to hedge there. Well, they've got small liability. So I'll just shut my eyes and pray for the break. Probably unwise. Probably. And also bear in mind that if she hasn't had many chances, and she wastes this chance, chances are she's going to get broken in the next service game. Tomova, she's got to take this one. Got to take this one. Do it. Do it. Oh, you're lucky. Second serve. Net cord would be good. I hate you. I hate you. Right, I may regret it. I'm just going to take that hedge. I'll try to. I am trying to avoid getting out in the middle of games when you think, oh, they've had the chance, they're not going to take it. So often they do end up taking it just after you've exited. She's really been poor on return. So I'll take one for the team, because if you're still in, trading this one, she's going to break now. Tomova thinks that's out. And the umpire agrees. Break point. Told you. I bloody told you. Should have stayed. Should have stayed. She's going to break. Now she's racking these up. That's 3. If she doesn't break, she's going to struggle in the next game. Almost guaranteed. She's back to juice. Now, if Davis does hold and then gets the break, she'll be setting a break up. Often a good entry point. It's turning into quite an important game, I think, this one. Set a break point. Yep. She's going to take it. We know she's going to take it. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to try and back that straight down. Tomova's mindset. Apart from the first couple of games of the match, it's the first time she's been ahead. Davis isn't happy. So Tomova has not had many chances. She needed 4 break chances in that last game. There's a chance she may just struggle a bit on this game. Soon find out. You the hold to love. Davis was pretty pissed off after that last game. Is that going to affect how she plays this game? So a slight chance, 15-30 for Davis. 30 all, now 40-30. So I really missed out in this second set. Rather cocked it up a bit. So I'll just get out for now. So they're more or less back to start prices. Davis started at 193. It's only a single break. If Tomova does take the set, she's going to start the third set as slight favourite. There's more of an upside to backing Davis now to give a chance to take this set. Problem with that is she serves now, and serve stats have really dropped in this set compared to the first serve in particular. Now, if I hadn't decided a couple of games ago that Tomova wasn't going to get the break, I would probably have hedged by now, as they're almost back to start price. Davis has really tailed off. How a little. I missed that one. Am I getting matched? 15 all. Getting matched at 15 all. Got a little bit of a buffer with the profit. That's, if I'm wrong here, profit will soon disappear. Of course, Davis is now going to find his serve again. Okay, completely cocked up this one now. So back onto the common sense approach, which is to back Davis because the upside is bigger than the downside within this set. And I would think that if Tomova takes the set, profit's probably going to be around about 0. So there won't be a big loss. See, sometimes trying to be clever and figure out what the players are going to do, you're best if you've got a half decent profit, just take it and move on and stop flatting about. That makes for a boring video, doesn't it? I'm here to entertain. Believe it or not. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. My voice is irritating enough when I'm talking. You don't want to hear me singing. So I'm going against the stats in this set, thinking that Tomova's serve isn't the best part of the game. And if she starts thinking about taking the set and moves her focus to a third set, she could just get caught out. And if she doesn't, it's going to be a little red, which would serve me right for not taking profit when I could. Well, I did say at the start of this set when needed Davis's level to drop, dropped off a cliff. So Tomova held to 30, held to 15, held to 30, held to love. Great points in just one of the games in this set. So more or less back to start prices. Okay, so I need Davis to hold it. If she doesn't, then I'm out. If she does, then I'm going to hope that Tomova struggles to serve out the set. Hold to 15 would have been nice. This match shows how the players' levels can fluctuate so much from game to game, and especially set to set. Okay, scrapes through. Stage 1 of the plan complete. Now we need a choke from Tomova. Starts are good for her in this set. Davis didn't struggle at all to serve out the first set. Tomova's serving in the second set has been well above her average for the last 12 months. So I will be disappointed if she doesn't struggle. But the way this second set's gone for me, it's pretty sure she's going to hold out easily. And having had the chance to take profit, I really don't want much of a red from this. Put it out at 40. There we go. That's been a waste of an hour and 40 minutes. What's even more annoying is I've pretty much called this match correctly, and I've got nothing for it. Anybody blindly following the trading tips will have a much better result than me. So. Davis serves first. She only had, she holds 30, broken there, having saved 3 break points. Hold to 15, hold to 30. Very strong serve stats from Tomova. So is set 3 going to be like set 1 or set 2? Very difficult to predict third sets. You would think that Tomova has the momentum. A change of set, the slightly longer break in between games, often halts any momentum, and probably more often than not, in matches that are fairly evenly priced as this was, the third set is more likely to be similar to the first in terms of stats, not necessarily in terms of who wins it. First set was fairly tight. Oh, the second set was fairly tight, to be honest. It's only one break. In fact, only one game had break points. So there's really no obvious reason why she had that poor service game. Stats overall were good. Here we go with the third. Stats for Tomova were good, although 48% first serves in. I don't know. Tricky one. Last 12 months, Davis has better serve stats. So I'm sort of toying with the pattern in a closely priced match. The third set's more likely to be like the first, even though that goes against my pre-match assessment. It was very tight as to which way it was going. Davis, 12-month stats on all tours better for Davis on serve and favour Tomova on return. The pattern of the third serve matching or being more similar to the first set than the second set. I don't really have any numbers on it. It's all anecdotal. I was trying to find a link. I noticed that there was a bit of a link, and it did seem to be that it's only the case if they're relatively evenly priced, so 1.8 to 2.2. Those sort of prices, pre-match. Probably a little more. Just have a look at third sets actually. Can I open over here? Okay, so in the 12 months, there's only actually 2 matches. Where Tomova's won the second set. She won in 3 sets both times. It's a really small sample though. So did I get lucky? Or did that pattern help? The pattern certainly encouraged me. I'm going to take that because I think I've perhaps been a little bit lucky as well. Plus lunch is about to be delivered. Come on, take this bet. Take it, take it. Some idiot's going to back at 1.3. There we are. There's the idiots. There we go. Take it. Obviously, if she gets the first point, it's going to get matched. There we go. Huh. Should have stayed a bit longer, but as I say that, the food's about to be delivered. So that worked out okay. Made a bit of a hash of the second set, rescued by a pattern. Catch you on the next one.